we are going to discuss the 2023 Division One NCAA Championships wrestling team race before the tournament. I'm just going to throw a team out there. I'm going to put Cornell as number 8. We could change it, but I think they're at least in the top 10. They got Chris Foca, Yanni. They got every one of their
Yeah,
guys seems to be a
Ramirez,
top 10 guy. Vince Cornella, uh,
Unger.
Julian Ramirez, Brett Unger. Yeah, I mean everyone's ranked pretty high. I see them as a top 8.
I could see them more like top 6.
I could see
No,
him
I
top.
think so too. I wanted to throw them out there. We could change it, but I'm just throwing it out there.
I think Virginia Tech takes 8th.
We'll put Virginia Tech, and then we'll slide Cornell up because we think Cornell's gonna
I mean, honestly, I think Arizona State's going to squeak into the top 8.
really
I
Arizona
don't see it. I don't even see them in the top 10. I see them
Oh,
everywhere.
because really who they got? They got
McGee.
Kyle Parko, McGee, and maybe Brandon Courtney and Colton Schultz.
Colton Schultz, yeah.
4 guys out of
Schultz is gonna,
Yeah, but they could have 4 All-Americans right there.
but will they?
I mean, I think so, yeah.
I don't think it's enough. I'm gonna say, we'll put it on the outside. We might revisit it. I'm gonna throw Michigan in there.
No.
That's a bold claim.
No Michigan.
Not for me, at least.
I
think
mean,
there's.
what? They got Paris, they got Amin,
I think
Paris.
that's Ragusin, maybe.
yeah, Ragusin. Arizona State's going to do better than Michigan.
Will they?
I like Iowa State. They've been definitely. I think they'll finish top 5 for sure.
Iowa State. Yeah, I would say either 5th or 6th. I was thinking.
So Iowa State. Who we got here? We got David Carr. We've got Panera Johnson.
Yep. You guys with Zach Redding's there.
Zach Redding. Do they have enough depth? I mean, at the upper weights, Marcus Coleman.
Younger Bastida.
Yep, younger Steve.
Okay, yeah, I think I agree with that. Iowa State. I also think Missouri.
I think Missouri for sure.
Yeah, Missouri will definitely be in the top 5. I think Iowa State will be in the top 5, but I think
Iowa State and Missouri are going to be neck and neck.
Yeah.
But I think Missouri, you have both the Elon brothers. You got Keegan O'Toole. I mean, you have 3 All-Americans right there. One of them could be potentially 2 of them in the national finals.
Yeah.
Good point.
Plus, you have Noah. I think you have Noah Certain and stuff from them as well.
Yeah, I mean they'll pick up wins. They'll put some points on the board, but I think NC State will definitely be in the top 8.
I think NC State could be top 5, but I would say 5th, and I wouldn't say.
I think that's probably accurate. They'll probably be fighting for 5th place finish because they don't really have a title contender aside from what Hidlay if he can beat.
Yeah, I think Ryan.
But that's not really he's favored.
I think Ryan Jack should be top 5 as well, and Hidley will be probably 3rd if he doesn't make the finals. I mean, but again, being on Brooks' side doesn't do him any favors.
Yeah.
I see NC State lower than Iowa State and Cornell because I think Iowa State and Cornell are both going to get a chance.
I think Iowa State's going to finish fairly. I would say Iowa State's going to finish like in 5th.
I would put Cornell at 4. I think Vito and Yanni are going to be a lot of points.
Well, and then you also got Ramirez.
Yeah, exactly. And you have Foca. I mean, you have a lot
of Foca. Yeah, like I mean,
Cornella
across the board.
I mean,
yeah,
he's got a lot of good guys.
What do we think about Nebraska?
3, maybe 2. I would like to see.
I like them for 2nd. I think they have more upside. Iowa has is more likely to blow it than Nebraska. Like Nebraska's up and coming, Iowa is gonna like blow it. Like the NCAAs, they time and time again, I'd say underperform.
Yeah,
like they don't live up to their seed. Like if they're the 1 seed and then they get upset early on, or they're the 1 seed and they don't even win the bracket. I think Nebraska is going to pull off the runner-up title, and Iowa will be finishing in 3rd.
Okay, I can see Iowa 3rd. I just don't know if they get it done. I think Nebraska. I think Spencer Lee is going to be scoring a lot of points, and his bonus points are going to be huge. That he's getting bonus point wins pretty much all day.
Yeah.
Wrestlebacks do win tournaments, and I think Iowa will not be as good at wrestling back as Nebraska will. But if Iowa puts Real Woods in the finals, Spencer Lee in the finals, Cassio be third, Max Murin All-American. I think they're banking on Nelson Brands to be an All-American. I think they're banking on Warner to be an All-American, and these probably won't be happening. Assad, these guys have All-American potential and have done it before, but will they? I don't think they'll do it again. So I can see Iowa doing it, but I could also see Nebraska, upping them.
And I'm just going to put Penn State here as the favorites.
Yeah, no, there's no question there. But...
So on the Nebraska-Iowa debate, well, let's answer this. Is there a chance that Penn State gets knocked off? And if that is the case, by who?
I would say there is a chance, but it's as slim as it can be. Like,
it would have to be total
out of 100%, it's like a less than a % chance that they don't win it.
I was going to say, I think it'd have to be a total meltdown for Penn State to not win it.
Yeah.
And they don't, if we've seen anything about them, it's that they're cool under pressure.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. I feel like, what are our thoughts on Pitt or Okie State, Ohio State? Any of these? You think any of them are going to be in the mix? I mean, I think Virginia Tech at 8th is a bit high, but
I bet Ohio State beats Arizona State.
I was just about to say,
I think Arizona State's going to beat Virginia Tech.
I don't even think Virginia Tech's in the top 10, honestly, because, I mean, Mekhi Lewis maybe makes the finals.
Well, and then you also got Andonian.
And Kona. I mean, they would all have to make finals runs. Oh, I guess it's possible, but
they're going to be fighting for that 10th place spot, maybe.
I don't think Pitt is in the mix, especially with their heavyweight Dayton Pitzer out of the season.
What about Nino?
So
I don't think it's enough to get the team score up higher.
Cole Matthews.
I don't think he's going to win it, though.
Yeah.
You could have placers from Virginia Tech in Sam Latona, Tom Crook. Let's see what
Crook's not going to play.
He's scoring points, though. We don't know.
Okay. Okay. He may win a match or two, but
25-pounder.
Caleb Henson.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Henson.
Truska could upset Stevo Poole in the first rounds. You never know.
Yep. You got Bryce Andonian. I mean, I think that they have a lot of guys that have All-American potential.
I think, I think delete Pitt. Ohio State, I feel like, is that Virginia Tech at 8th is too high. I think Ohio State is going to be ahead of Michigan and Virginia Tech.
Hunter Bowman, too? I mean, I don't know. They got some good.
Michigan out of top 10, maybe?
I just don't know who they have besides like Mason Paris and Dylan Ferguson.
And Cam Amin.
I think you're right. I don't think there's enough depth there.
Yeah, Michigan's really. I mean, and then they got Cole Matten.
I think Minnesota wins it all this year.
You got Sammy Sasso, Carson Harkla. You got Dylan D'Amelio. You got Ethan
Smith and Caleb Romero.
But those guys aren't gonna. They're solid, maybe round of 12. But I don't know.
Romero All-American and Ethan Smith All-American.
I think that that's those two could. I think that they could have 3 guys. I don't see Dylan D'Amelio doing it, but I could see Romero. I could see Smith. I could see Karchla. 3 guys in a row All-American.
Yeah. What about
plus Sasso could be could potentially be a finalist as well.
That's true. That would be huge for them.
What about Oklahoma State over Arizona State?
I mean, Oklahoma State, who they got? Dayton Fix?
Yeah.
Wyatt Sheets?
I don't think they're a top 10 team, but I also don't think Arizona State is necessarily a top 10 team.
Reese Whitcraft? I think Arizona State will finish in the top 10.
10th, if I had to guess it.
I think Virginia Tech will be 10th, if I had to guess.
I bet Virginia Tech outplaces Arizona State.
I think Virginia Tech outplaces NC State even.
I think Virginia Tech could be top 7. But I think 8's pretty comfortable for them. I could see Iowa State jumping Missouri, but I could also see Missouri, not.
I think we hit pretty much the heavy hitters. So just to kind of recap, we have Penn State is 1. This is
I
pretty
think Nebraska would be 2, but
much,
Yeah, I could see it. I wouldn't pick on I wouldn't bet against them, but Iowa is. I think it's Iowa's until someone else can beat them.
I think Nebraska will beat them.
I agree with what Michael said. Cornell, I mean, they could be a dark horse and get a couple of champions.
I think Iowa State's going to be top 5, though. But I mean,
over Mizzou.
I think Mizzou and Iowa State are both very tough. They're both, they're close like this.
Yeah.
Keep that as is. NC State, Virginia Tech. I mean, do we like this order? Maybe Ohio State.
I think Ohio State might finish higher than them. I also think Arizona State's going to finish higher than Virginia Tech, but
I think Ohio State might bump up in between these two ACC schools. Maybe sandwich them, maybe even outplace both of them. And then we have Arizona State. I mean, I think that's a pretty solid list.
Yeah, solid top 10.
Well, there you have it. Top 10. Check back after the tournament, see how correct or incorrect we were. I personally am pulling for Nebraska. I like their team a lot. I also like Iowa State. So those are the two teams.
Yeah, I think Iowa State's going to finish higher than 6th, but
I'd like to see Nebraska take 2nd, Cornell take 3rd, and Iowa take 4th, but it won't happen.
Oh, that'd be something else.
I would like to see someone knock off Penn State personally, but
I just don't see it happen.
I don't see. Yeah, none of these teams have the firepower.
They could potentially have champions at 33. I would not say 41, but it's definitely not out of the question. 49, 57 potentially, 65 no, 74, 84.
97.
I don't think. I guess 97 potentially because that whole weight is a crapshoot, and then 285. So potentially 7 guys that can be a finalist. I don't know.
They're not going to have 7 in the final.
No, they definitely won't. But there are 7 guys that have finalist potential.
Yeah,
like 3 that should be pretty much guaranteed. 3 or 4.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.